Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Locke. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Now that was a beautiful play, a pick-6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick-6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
To throw it is Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. That one good for 24 yards. Locke now. 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Screen pass to Lindsay. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. Into the red zone, it's Locke. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Rodney. McLeod.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Locke now, 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Locke. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. It was the veteran safety Malcolm Jenkins who got a hand in there to disrupt it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check 53's Mike. Check 53's Mike. I'm scared. 53's the Mike. 53.
Locke will try again on 2nd down. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop.
It's caught inside the 25. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Let's get it. 120. 51. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up.
Now Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go counter with Howard. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Howard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Throwing his wins. It's caught by Jackson. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 66 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. He'll get this one to Patrick. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Here's Locke to throw. And an alley to run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. On first down, Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton there to make the grab, as his guys are back within a single score. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia.